Here's how it's done.
For this sign, we're actually using a piece of scrap cutoff that we had from another big board we made. Now, to do arched lines, it seems hard, but it's really not that difficult. You want to make your mark where you want it, put the center on there, and then measure from the edge of the board to both sides to make sure you have the same measurement on each side. Otherwise, it could get cockeyed, and you really don't want that because it's going to show up big time when your sign is all done. For the small letters, Dad's using the carving liner at 1/8 of an inch deep. Now this bit is the perfect bit for really fine detail, but you can't go deeper than 1/8 of an inch at a time, otherwise you could break the tip off, especially in hardwood. Now Dad switched to the profile bit at 3/16 of an inch deep. Now the profile bit is by far the most versatile bit we have and that we use. It is used on almost every single sign we do at one point or another. The carving liner isn't like that. The carving liner is great for when you have fine detail, but that's the only thing you want to use it for. The profile bit is used on everything. Now Dad's doing these letters what we call outset, which is where you carve around the letters, and then he's going to go back with another bit and make a shape around the letters and give it a really cool background. So basically it looks like the letters are standing outside of the board. When we carve inset, then the letters are carved into the board. The cool thing about our letter number sets, and honestly a lot of our stencils and templates, is you can carve them inset or outset. It just depends on what the customer likes, or if you're carving, what you like. If you're selling your signs, it's a good idea to make examples of both of them to give the customer something to choose from. Now Dad's using the 90-degree to make the shape around the letters, and we call this the cloud, but you can do whatever shape you want. I've seen some really cool ideas. Sometimes they look good just as a square, even with an arched line. Once the shape is done, then you go in with your 90-degree bit and you take out all the wood inside of there. For the edge, Dad's just doing a real simple chamfer with our 45-degree bit. He's going to spray the whole thing black with our black primer and then sand it off. He's going to use a 60 grit disc on our disc sander and then a 120 grit disc on the random orbital to give it a nice smooth finish. Throw a couple coats of clear on there and you got yourself a nice looking sign you could probably sell for 30 or 40 bucks.
Everything we used here is over on our website, makeawoodsign.com. Go check it out.